I'm like, oh my God, I killed the guy.
You're the worst ever.
You are so ungrateful, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whoa. This car we built to run in pinks. This was the original, the first beginning episode, and this is what it looked like the second episode. And this gentleman actually won it in a raffle. So we did, Michael Bowe, we did a raffle, and the proceeds went to Juvenile Diabetes, JDRF Foundation. Yeah. So,
well, tell people that a lot of people don't know. Pinks was an actual TV show on
where
Speed
you race,
Channel.
Yeah, where you race for pink slips. Yes. That's what it was.
Lose the race, lose your ride.
And this was a crazy show because the guy that ran it, Rich Christensen, it was his idea. He wanted to do it actually on the street originally, but then they talked him into do it on drag strip for safety reasons. Mm-hmm. But we raced against a Volkswagen, and it was just crazy. So let me tell you the story of Pinks.
Okay.
So we built an H22 supercharger with nitrous, ran mid-11s.
In here it says it was naturally aspirated.
It is, but it had nitrous. So it was just a nitrous H22 and ran mid-11s. The other team was supposed to bring a mid-11s car as well.
Okay.
They had a car that used to run 10s on the motor. I'm sorry, yeah, like 11 flat, all motor, and they turbocharged it. And it was a Volkswagen. And I got wind of this because they were promoting it in the Volkswagen community.
Oh, like on their forums and stuff?
Exactly, on the forums.
VW Vortex?
Yeah, so I found a picture of them pulling a wheelie and running a low eighth mile time. And I remember looking at it and calculating that car was going to kick our ass. It's just going to beat us.
Probably like what, like a sub 10?
It was going to be 10s.
Okay.
So perhaps better. But we went on the show. I had also got wind that they were going to donate both cars. They're going to sell both cars in a raffle and donate the money to Hurricane Katrina Relief Fund.
Okay.
So I didn't want to get outdone, so we decided to do it for the JDRF. So what was kind of tragic and kind of crazy was they asked me what we were going to do first. So I wound up upstaging them with our donation thing and kind of stealing their thunder a little bit, which I didn't think was cool of me, but
they asked you first.
But they asked me first.
What were you going to do? Be like, go to him first,
yeah.
And then me?
Yeah. So anyway.
And then people don't know, like on Pinks, you could negotiate your races, right?
Yeah, because it was just like street racing. You would say, give me X number of lengths and, whatever. So the other thing I had heard, because Full Race had been on just right before that, they had talked about how they were kind of corralled into doing things they didn't want to do.
5 lengths in a bottle.
5 lengths in a bottle. Will you take 5 lengths in a bottle?
We will respectfully decline that offer.
Okay.
We got 7 no bottle or 3 in a bottle.
You beat him by 6.
4 no bottle.
4 no bottle. That's it. Caleb, finish line. Let's race.
They wound up losing their car pretty easily. So they said that the guy that was there helping them, the expert they give you with the negotiations, was having them do stuff for the show and not necessarily for their win. Yeah, exactly. So right off the bat, as soon as I knew that, when we got in there and they got me the guy, I started bending his ear to try to make him put him on our side.
Okay.
So I was like, yeah, they've drag raced this before. This is what this car used to do, naturally aspirated. Now it's turbocharged. It's going to be way faster. This isn't going to be fair. This is bull. They brought a faster car. So I was kind of bending his ear. So he was like totally on my side. So we get into negotiations, and I out-negotiated them so bad it wasn't even close. I made them out like cheaters and I shouldn't have, and I ruined the show. And we won the car, and Rich wasn't happy. So
he was
after,
pissed, wasn't he?
Huh?
Wasn't he pissed at you?
Oh, he was pissed. Well, that's another story.
Oh, that's the other time.
That's another story. So he wasn't happy. He said, we can't use this show. So I went back to him and I said, what if we give him back the car and we race again? I said, and we'll upgrade our car so it's equal with theirs. And he said, you do that? I go, yeah, we do that. He goes, if you do that, I'll make this the season finale. We'll do a special. So I'm like, okay. So I give them back the car. They go back and they make a bunch of improvements in it. And we went turbo B18.
Okay.
So we were like, we're gonna get out there and we're gonna show them. Well, the race was on I think on either a Friday or Saturday. And on Tuesday night, we're on the dyno. And you see this broken cylinder right here?
Uh-huh.
We were dyno testing the car. It was built bottom end, although it wasn't sleeved or anything. We were dyno testing it, and we hadn't secured the boost controller lines, and one of them got sucked into the turbo.
Oh no.
And that turned the boost controller off, and it over boosted and actually broke the cylinder wall. So we were like, no engine, and I'm like ready to call them and say, hey, we can't do this. We gotta back out. And my brother's like, no, we gotta do this. So we actually went back into the salvage yard and we found a B18C that somebody had stolen the head off of. And it had so much dirt in the top of it. So we like cleaned it out for about 15 minutes. We had put a big breaker bar on it to get the engine to turn over because it was just locked up. Put the head that we had on that, went back to the dyno, got it tuned, and went to the track. So that took all of the next day. We were just barely got off the dyno. So we get there this time, and they have a wheelie bar on the car, an improved cage, and I'm like,
oh, look at, there you are.
Yeah.
Cranking it.
That's, yeah.
What are you doing there?
That is when we were putting I'm putting head bolts on with a speed wrench to try to get back together. I'm looking at the broken block. Yeah, there it is, look at that. 2 cylinder walls busted right out. So we get, oh, that's a great picture. So we get it all together, we get down to the racetrack, we get there, we get takeoff for the first run, and I can tell they're pedaling it. They're not going as fast as they can. But they take off hard, and I watch their wheelie bar kind of shake, and I realized they hadn't properly installed the wheelie bar on it. So I'm like, oh, so they didn't launch very hard on that one, but if the wheelie bar is working, they're gonna launch hard. So the first thing I negotiate off, they won the first race. So the first thing I negotiate is take the wheelie bar off. I didn't want any distance or anything, I just want to take the wheelie bar off. So at the same time we get back, Joe's on his laptop looking at the data, seeing if we're blowing a head gasket or overheating or whatever, because we had decided originally with the original motor, we were going to start in low boost and just change the boost each time so the car got faster as we went. Well, we just decided to max out the boost right off the bat. So we were checking to make sure we weren't hurting the motor. So we get back, Joe's checking that. I'm in negotiations. I negotiate the wheelie bar off because I figured that way they can't launch as hard, because that's really the advantage of rear wheel drive, is they can launch hard. So we take off the next one, and they kind of soft pedal it a little bit to not get out of the hole hard. And we get out good and hot. And oh, by the way, in the original episode with the H22, we had Scott Byers driving the car. He was an H22 guy from Tucson. Hey, remember he had the Accord, the blue-white Accord with the H22?
Yeah.
And Robert from Hush Performance worked for him then. So he was driving for us. So, but when we did the B18C, we teamed up with Full Race to do the turbo, because they helped us with the turbo and everything. So I let Jeff Racer, the owner of Full Race, drive the car that time around.
Oh, okay.
So Jeff's driving it, does a great job, takes off, he wins the second race. So they negotiate something, I can't remember exactly what it was. So they win the next one. So anyway, we got to 2 each. And basically, so we go for the final race. We go for the final race, and basically it's heads up. So we're getting ready to race and getting ready to take off. This time, they launch hard and they pull this big wheelie, and then they come down hard, and we're ahead by this time because they had to let off for the wheelie. So they're accelerating, they're catching. All of a sudden, the left wheel locks up. I think what happened is when the wheelie came down the wheelie, they dinged the left front wheel bearing. The left front wheel bearing seized up. The car made a left-hand turn, went right behind our car barely.
I remember that.
And hit the wall at 120 miles an hour, and we shot off through the thing. And we're running 10-second quarter miles, so the cars are fast. So it hits the wall. I'm like, oh my God, I killed the guy. I made the car unsafe, and I killed him. And I'm just like, I can't believe this. So everybody goes running off down to see if he's okay. Turns out he's okay. And we won a broken car. So here we are, we won, but the Volkswagen's pretty trash. So once again, I step in and I say, I'll tell you what, I'll give you guys back the car. If you rebuild it, you put yours up for raffle, we'll put ours up for raffle. Whatever the total dollars are, we'll split it between the two charities. So that's what we wound up doing in the end. So it was crazy. But Rich was pissed off at me because they did a really good job of it.
He was jealous.
Yeah, he didn't have it. They did a really good job of making me look good in the show. And they thought for some reason I wasn't grateful. So I'm getting interviewed by him for a radio show that was him and the other people from the other thing. And he just starts telling me off in the middle of the show. You are so ungrateful, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, whoa, I don't know what I said to do that, but he was just angry. So the next time I saw him was the next year at SEMA, and he came up, talked to Jeff Racer. I said hi, and he just turned around and walked off. And I'm like, oh, that's no good. So the following year, I see him again, and I'm waiting to say hi to him. He's talking to Rutledge Wood.
Okay.
So I'm waiting to talk to him to, try to make amends because he's got a new show called Pink's All Out. And I'm like, hey, that'd be kind of cool to get on there. And I want to straighten up the whatever misunderstanding it was and tell him, I'm sorry. So I'm sitting there waiting to talk, and Josh Jaco, who used to be one of the editors of Sport Compact Car, because he goes, hey, somebody wants to meet you. You mind hanging out? I'm like, no, I'll be happy to hang out. So I was hanging out there anyway. So after a couple minutes, he goes, hang on, I'm going to interrupt him just a second. So he goes up to Rutledge Wood. And at Rutledge, he turns on and points me out.
Oh, yeah.
And Rutledge goes, oh my God, starts doing this number to me. And I'm like, this guy is on Top Gear America.
Yeah.
And I'm like thinking, what the heck? Because I had seen him on the NASCAR stuff, saw him, and knew he was on the Top Gear deal. And I'm just going, I'm freaking out. And he's like, oh my God. And apparently, he knew me from the Honda Tech days on the web, because he was a Honda guy, and he was like, wanted to meet me, and it was just insane that he wanted to meet me. Rich looked at him, looked at me, turned around, and stormed off, and I haven't seen him since.
Yeah, I remember we were doing Nacho Speed Garage, and Rutledge came by the shop, and he took the CRX around.
Yeah, and who else was with him?
I wasn't there.
Oh, you weren't there?
I just got the pictures.
Oh, okay. So, Kyle Petty Jr. was there with him.
Oh.
So him and Carter are talking, and Kyle's like, yeah, this stuff doesn't impress me. And Rutledge are giggling like girls as we're driving around in the CRX, which is in one of these magazines here. So, but anyway, so that was pretty funny.
Nice.
So
that's the inside scoop.
That's the inside scoop of the inside scoop. So,
yeah, I guess was that Michael Vo? Is that who that was?
That was Michael Vo. Michael Vo got the car. Oh, and here's the rest of the story. Michael Vo gets the car. He doesn't want a CRX. He takes the drivetrain out and gives me back the car. So I have that car. It's sitting in the side lot. It's the red CRX sitting in the side lot. And it looks much like that, except no engine.
And the paint's faded.
The paint is a lot faded.
The stickers are
kind of there.
You're baked.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah.
We'll get to that after the other 37
So the 37 cars. It's like Probably more like 26, 27 in mine. I might do that, use that car for all-wheel drive if there's somebody that I've been talking to about that. So. Yeah.
So that's the inside scoop.
But that would
on
move
the
it up
inside
to maybe like in the 20s.
If you liked it, or even if you don't like it, just like it and subscribe.
Yeah, just put a like on it. It's not.
It's free for you to click that little thumbs up. Just do it.
And it just helps us out. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, good night and good luck. No, there's 75 minutes of video
75 minutes.
on that
Holy
clip.
shit.
Yeah. Let's see.
Wow.